Hello, Facebook, YouTube. The ducks, all of them, are over here. They're over here, over there. I don't know what's wrong with the pond. Why a duck can't go swimming up in there while they all over here. We got some ducks on the bay. What's up with the pond? Why no duck don't want to go up in there? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it was too cold. Yeah, it was cold this morning. Might be too cold for the ducks to get their feathers all cold up this morning, you know. Ducks are Floridians too, you know. And they're probably comfortable with the heat. That cold weather kind of, you know, made them think twice of floating in that water. I don't know. I'm not a duck. So why are you asking me? But that's another message. But a topic of the message, Thanksgiving is everyday living. Well, I'm gonna come out, talk about the pilgrims very soon. I just wanna let people know Mac has to talk about the pilgrims. And maybe I'm gonna talk about the pilgrims that were on the Mayflower. You know, I got some messages on the Mayflower. You know, pilgrims. And pilgrims are found in the Bible. Yes, pilgrims are found in the Bible. And yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. But I gotta talk about this. I was talking about this morning, that the opposite of Thanksgiving characteristics is cruelty. That you will be cruel to other people if you don't have Thanksgiving in your heart. You'll find yourself being cruel to people. But I want to topic this. I was meditating on the topic. There's stuff I want to talk about. Maybe I can put the stuff I want to talk about concerning this world system. Oh boy, look at him, my friend. Oh, my friend is at it again. He's screaming his Clemson Tigers out to me.
That's right, go Tigers.
Oh gosh, he sees me, he's gonna spot me, and this poor, Seminoles fan, and he's gonna just throw his Tigers at me, knowing I'm suffering an abuse of a horrible season. How dare him? Boo Tigers! Okay. I get characters everywhere. But topic of this message, I think he's being cruel with those Tigers. Okay, I'll title that. All right. I want to talk about like this world system. This world system is about. Now, I was meditating on this thing called the spiritual black umbrella. I hear a villain character of Disney named Coretta DeVille, I forgot her. Coretta, something like that. And she, of course, those that know the 101 Dalmatians, she wants to take all 101 Dalmatians and create a coat out of them. How evil and cruel of her. And when you're cruel, you do not care about other people's lives. When you're cruel, you do not care about other people's lives. And the crazy thing about this aspect of you don't care about people's lives, you think you care about your life, but you really don't care about your life because you think because here's the thing about darkness and bitterness, and is you don't realize that it's eating you up. It's an acid. Bitterness is an acid that eats inside of you spiritually. You know what I'm saying? That, you're frustrated in the condition of what's going on in your heart. And, you don't want to deal with your unresolved issues of how people treated you and you treated people. And it's this, you don't want to deal with it. If you don't want to deal with it, it will sit in there and it will, eat you up, that you will feel an anger and a frustration in your heart to towards you and towards other people. You know what I'm saying? It's cruelty. And you won't care less about other people and what's going on with them, and you won't care less about you. Really. But you think you care about you, but you don't care about you, because you think that being cruel or keeping darkness in your heart is okay. And that's what this world system want to get people to think of. Having a bad attitude is okay. You see on television, oh, this person has a bad attitude, that person have a bad attitude, and they get episodes and they argue and fuss and fight and do negative things to one another. It's okay with them to do that, and they're all right, but they they wanted to harm somebody else, or they have a child looking up to them concerning their behavior, their setting a bad example to their children. You got not friends, but maybe buddies or something that just want to laugh and joke around with it, but don't want to correct the bad behavior that can lead to negative, situations to occur. It's called running to the wrong person that you want to get mad at, and this person goes to the extreme with their madness that will end up costing your life. Or to me, it's called what a person soweth, they shall also reap. That the most ignored law that most humanity don't care about. They think, I sow negative seeds, I said negative seeds to somebody, I did something negative to somebody. Nothing negative is not happening to me. Cruel people thinking something negative happened. They question what happened? What happened? Who did? Why this person did this? Who did this? Well, you want to ignore Paul's Galatians 6 and 9? It's on you. That's another message. But that's really pertaining the message. But cruelty. But there's this. I want to talk about this spiritual black umbrella. And the spiritual black umbrella that is over this world is spiritual. And Peter talks about it in his books, one of his books, about the pollution of this world. There's a pollution. There's a thick black cloud spiritually over this earth that I saw. God made me see this cloud. It's horrible. It's kind of like the ideal of our clouds, our white clouds. How thick our white clouds can get, and it's these thick white clouds, but it's like a hovering, smutty, looking cloud, smutty looking view. It looks like the pollution when you see them, the polluter. But it looks so dark and smutty, It's pollution of this earth. Like Peter talks about the pollution of this earth. But there's a pollution, spiritual pollution that's going on in this earth. And, people are not aware of it, right? And, Peter is talking about it. But it's there, and it's created, of course, about how much negative, how much sin and wickedness we cause on this earth. Well, we don't, and when we're practicing sin, we accumulate more smut and pollution in the high places. Yeah, smut and pollution in the high places of, this world. That, that of course, spiritually, we don't care about the high places. I mean, it's crazy. In Old Testament, they remind us about the high places. You don't pollute high places. How you doing? Don't pollute the high places. And it's people don't know. The church system is not really teaching people about the high places. And to what extent, when you affect the high places, you really screw up. Okay, all right. Can I go by? You really screw up the whole world. You really pretty much feed the kingdom of darkness. The kingdom of darkness don't want y'all to know about the high place, because it's their feeding ground of keeping them, the evil spirits stronger and stronger and more powerful to influence, people on earth to do wrong things. This spiritual pollution is there. And the thing is, they want you to be unknown. But this ideal is what's keeping people motivated to, these evil spirits are keeping people motivated to keep being cruel. Keeping people being cruel and cruel, giving people, there you go, giving people reasons to be cruel, because you need a reason to do things. You know what I'm saying? You need a reason to do anything, whether it's good, whether it's bad. But it's the evil forces keep telling people, giving them reasons within their heart, their dark heart, unfortunately, their hurt and broken dark heart, to give them reasons to be cruel to other people, cruel to people that they don't know, cruel to people that they do know, cruel, period. And the thing is, people are not aware that is the motivation. If, like, you hear people say, I don't like that person, I can't stand this person, I don't like that person, I can't stand this person, don't even know the person, never met the person, never talked to the person, they will just say, I don't like this person because I just don't like him. I don't like this guy, I don't like this guy. You know what I'm saying? It's this motivation to be cruel to people and mistreat people, is what is going on. We got progress going on. I hope that fit. Ooh, I hope that fit right in there. Oh my God, look at this. Whoa, nice. Nice there. Very nice, you think so? But, they got that going on. But it's this ideal mindset that the evil force is trying to keep people being cruel so they can mistreat each other, so they can wrestle against flesh and blood, fight one another, argue with one another, get along. And I mean, evil spirits don't need to kill nobody. Humanity will kill itself as much as it believes that it should continue being cruel to one another and mistreating one another, as this, like I said, courtesy of this polluted pollution, spiritual pollution of this earth, you will feed. And when you mistreat and do people wrong and do sin, you send smut to this cloud, this polluted cloud that the kingdom of darkness feasts and feed off of, that they can come back and go, deceive more people and keep the darkness train down the track, that this dark system, a wicked world system, can get more wicked and more worse. Or as what Jesus says, wax more worse. And, people get in bondage into sin, that, keep the cycle of sin going on throughout humanity, throughout human history. I'm just showing you this. But this is what cruelty is all about. It's a evil spiritual force that keeps, Satan in business, Satan in his kingdom of darkness in business. But we need to be about Thanksgiving. We need to be about Thanksgiving and be about the truth of that, we did not create anything in this world. We didn't create ourselves, but everything is given unto us, that given us the ability to prosper. That means blessed, that God blessed us and given us these things, and we need to be thankful for what is given to us, and not just give thanks, but that our give thanks should transform to thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? It starts off with give thanks and give more thanks until you're giving things, that you're continuously each and every day giving thanksgiving. Because the only way you can get thanksgiving, you have to have an humble heart. See, but the only way you can become cruel and more cruel, you got to be what? Opposite of humble, prideful. You have to be so prideful to be cruel. A prideful person will operate in cruelty in a great way. But that's what it's all about. But it's really pretty much Thanksgiving versus cruelty is what this forces I'm trying to present to you, that you need to get in. You're going to get in where you fit in regardless, because I tell people there's two sets of bad people in this world. People that be cruel, and there's people that watch people continue to be cruel and don't really shine a light, don't really give this person love or give this person the love of God, and just have them to continue in the bad condition that they're in. There are two sets of cruel people out there, is what you need to understand if you truly want to get things right. All right, that's the message. I hope you got it. I hope it makes sense to you. To God be the glory. And from in Jesus' name.